Good afternoon, sisters, brothers, comrades. Thanks for braving the cold and thanks for coming out today to support this demonstration. First of all, I'd like to start by endorsing the remarks of the last speaker, Rumpelstiltskin. She said, if you're not with us, you're against us. And effectively that's true. Certainly for those in power today, and I mean those in the town hall, I would say this. There is no such thing as a soft cut, as a Labour cut, as a nice cut. A cut is a cut is a cut. Stop it. Stop it now or expect to be bounced out as soon as we can. However, the Tories are at the moment our main difficulty. There are many isolated, disabled people out there, intimidated, frightened and bullied. And what we would say is, come and join us. Come and join today's immensely successful demonstration. Later this week there will be yet another BBC benefit scroungers lying programme on the TV. Please complain about that series of programmes and try and get it taken off. Complain not just, of course, to the NUJ, but also to BBC management too. We have, however, seen today a tremendous linking up of struggles across Sheffield. From struggles against the bedroom tax, as we've just heard, and the pernicious nature of that and other benefit cuts, through fighting low pay and people who are on 0 hours contracts, and the anti-trade union antics of CEX and other companies like them, through resisting public sector cuts and privatisation from the civil service, from the PCS, and from the sisters and brothers in NAPO, in the probation officers union. But we're starting today also, as has just been mentioned, a crucial campaign, a campaign for the closure of ATOS. We want ATOS closed down. An end to the exploitation of disabled people, an end to ATOS, take away their contracts without compensation. The multi-million pounds private profiteering companies which make money from the misery imposed upon disabled people and by driving down benefits entitlements amongst our community with a target of taking 20% of disabled people off benefits. These attacks are relentless and cruel and have just one goal inspired by the Tories and the Liberal Democrats. The goal is to deprive those viewed as the unworthy, undeserving poor, thereby disabled people, in other words, off benefits and further into poverty and misery. Well, I want to say that we've got news for the Tories and the Condems. Disabled people do work. We pay taxes. We have rights, and we will not stand for it. Like migrants and immigrants, disabled people and organised labour do not want to be scapegoated, do not want to be blamed for the problems caused by the banking and the rich class and big business in the UK. We do not want to rely on charity either in order to live independently. We demand the right to be treated with dignity and the right to be treated with respect. Independently, we also demand the right not to be discriminated against. And we wish that the government would spend a tenth of the energy it does in campaigning against disabled people to campaign for our rights and for our and the end to our discrimination we face. Where we cannot work, disabled people demand the right to decent benefits and to an end to the humiliating, degrading work capability assessment. We want that scrapped and its withdrawal without delay and without, as I say, compensation for ATOS. And we want the money spent on that waste of resources handed back to the NHS so that assessments can be conducted by them as they used to be. I'm going to draw this to a close largely because of the weather, sisters and brothers. But what I want to say finally is that we thank you again for coming today, and we want you to please come along next Tuesday to the launch of Sheffield DPAC. In 75 demonstrations today, the People's Assembly have demonstrated there's a real opposition growing against this government. There are now thousands upon thousands of people joining DPAC, the Disabled People Against the Cuts, across the UK, despite the fact that we have no resources, no full-time staff and no office space. Despite all of that, we are an immensely growing, rapidly growing organisation because, as a reaction, if you like, to Clegg and to IDS and the others who are attacking disabled people. So on Tuesday, next Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the United Reformed Church, there's the first launch meeting of Sheffield Disabled People Against the Cuts. So please come along to that, so that we can start the fight back. Start the fight back for a programme of fully accessible house building, putting builders into work, building the houses that are desperately needed, and an end to the poverty that we're currently facing. We need decent work for decent wages, an end to privatisation and an end to cuts, and if this council won't fight for that, then we'll have to elect people who will. Thank you very much.